Welcome back to the channel Numismatics Coins, to the fascinating world of rare US coins, where even an ordinary-looking quarter can hide an extraordinary story. From mysterious mint errors at the United States Mint to unexpected variations in the Washington quarter, every coin holds the potential to surprise and inspire. Whether your piece appears worn, dirty, or completely normal, it could still carry hidden value that only a keen eye can uncover. Stay curious, look closely, and remember, sometimes the smallest coin can hold the biggest fortune. Top 6 First Coin. The story of an ultra-rare United States quarter dollar is one that captures the imagination of collectors and dreamers alike. When you hear a description like a Washington quarter from 1889 or 2007 tied to the United States Mint in Philadelphia, it immediately sparks curiosity, but also confusion, because such combinations of dates and designs don't officially exist in standard coinage history. This is where the intrigue begins, because sometimes the most valuable coins are not the ones that follow the rules, but the ones that break them in mysterious and unexpected ways. In reality, the famous Washington quarter series did not begin until 1932, created to honor George Washington. So when a coin appears claiming an earlier date like 1889 with Washington's design, collectors immediately suspect something extraordinary, either a rare mint error, a fantasy piece, or even a highly valuable experimental strike. Coins that defy known timelines can sometimes become legends in the numismatic world, attracting massive attention and, in rare cases, incredible value. Now consider the 2007 Philadelphia quarter, part of the 50-state quarters program. Millions of these coins were produced, and in normal condition, even slightly dirty, they are worth only face value. However, the true magic lies in mint errors. A small number of coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint have been discovered with dramatic mistakes, off-center strikes, double dies, or missing layers. These flawed coins, especially when unique, can sell for thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars, depending on rarity and condition. Condition plays a powerful role in value, but not always in the way people expect. A very dirty coin might look worthless at first glance, but dirt can sometimes hide rare features. Underneath grime, a collector might discover a doubled date, a misaligned die, or a rare composition error. Cleaning such coins improperly can destroy their value instantly, which is why experienced collectors always recommend leaving them untouched until professionally evaluated. The idea that such a coin could make someone a millionaire overnight is not entirely fantasy, but it is extremely rare. Only a handful of coins in US history have reached million-dollar status, and they typically include famous rarities like the 1804 dollar or unique mint errors. For a modern quarter to reach that level, it would need to be one of a kind, widely recognized, and heavily demanded by elite collectors. Philadelphia minted coins, identified by the absence of a mint mark in older coins or a P mint mark in modern ones, have produced some of the most famous errors in US history. Because the Philadelphia Mint is one of the oldest and most productive facilities, the sheer volume of coins increases the chances, however small, of extraordinary mistakes slipping into circulation. These mistakes are what collectors search for relentlessly. There is also the psychological factor that drives coin values. When a coin is rumored to be rare or valuable, demand can spike quickly. Stories spread online and through collector communities, sometimes exaggerating the true worth. While some coins genuinely command high prices, others become hyped without real market backing. Knowing the difference is what separates a lucky finder from a truly informed collector. The mention of an 1889 Washington quarter adds another layer of fascination. In 1889, the US was producing coins like the Barber series, not Washington quarters. If such a coin truly existed, it would represent a historical anomaly, possibly a pattern coin or a fabricated piece. If proven authentic, it could indeed be worth a fortune, as collectors prize anything that challenges official mint records. It is important to understand that not every unusual coin is valuable. Many coins that look strange are simply damaged through circulation. Scratches, environmental damage, or chemical exposure can create odd appearances that mimic mint errors. This is why professional grading services play a critical role. They authenticate and assign value based on strict standards. Still, the dream remains alive for millions of people who check their change daily. The possibility that a simple quarter could transform into a life-changing discovery is part of what makes coin collecting so exciting. Every coin carries a story, and sometimes, that story turns out to be far more valuable than expected. If you truly believe you have a rare or unusual coin, the best step is to have it examined by a reputable expert. Avoid cleaning it, avoid selling it too quickly, and gather as much information as possible. The difference between a 25-cent coin and a $25,000 coin can come down to a tiny detail invisible to the untrained eye. In the end, while the idea of becoming a billionaire overnight from a single coin is extremely unlikely, it is not impossible to find something valuable. The world of rare coins is filled with surprises, hidden treasures, and stories of ordinary people making extraordinary discoveries. Whether your coin is a genuine rarity or simply an interesting piece of history, its true value lies in the mystery it carries, and the possibility that it could change your fortune forever. The idea of a single coin changing your life overnight is one of the most powerful and exciting dreams in the world of collecting. And when people talk about a rare Washington quarter, especially one connected to the year 2007 from the Philadelphia Mint, the imagination immediately runs wild. The thought that an ordinary-looking quarter, possibly sitting unnoticed in a drawer or buried under dust, could secretly hold extraordinary value is what keeps collectors constantly searching. However, it is important to understand that not every old or dirty coin is valuable, and true rarity is built on very specific factors that go far beyond age or appearance. The Washington Quarter series, first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington, has gone through many design changes and minting variations over the decades. By 2007, the United States Mint was producing state quarters as part of a widely popular program, and the Philadelphia Mint marked its coins with a small P mint mark. These coins were made in extremely large quantities, meaning that most of them, even today, are only worth their face value of 25 cents, unless something unusual sets them apart. When people mention a date like 1889 together with a Washington quarter, it creates confusion, because Washington quarters did not exist in 1889. That year belongs to an entirely different coin series in US history. So if someone claims to have an 1889 Washington quarter, it is either a misunderstanding, a misreading of the coin, or possibly a fantasy built around the excitement of rare coins. Real value always depends on accurate identification, and even a small mistake in the date can completely change the truth about a coin's worth. Now let's talk about what can actually make a 2007 Philadelphia quarter valuable. The key factor is not dirt, wear or age, but errors and condition. Coins that were struck with minting mistakes, such as double dies, off-center strikes, missing layers, or unusual metal compositions, can become highly desirable among collectors. In rare cases, these error coins can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, especially if they are in excellent condition and professionally verified. Condition plays a huge role in value. A coin described as very dirty is usually less valuable, not more. Dirt, scratches, and damage reduce a coin's appeal because collectors prefer coins that are well preserved. However, sometimes what looks like dirt could hide a rare feature, such as a die crack or doubling. That is why experienced collectors carefully clean and examine coins under magnification, but never harshly clean them, as that can permanently destroy their value. There is a powerful myth in the coin world that any unusual coin could be worth millions, but in reality, million-dollar coins are extremely rare and usually belong to historically significant issues, like early American coins or one-of-a-kind mint errors. A standard 2007 quarter, even with minor errors, is very unlikely to reach such astronomical prices. That does not mean it is worthless. It simply means expectations should be realistic and based on actual numismatic knowledge. Still, the excitement is real. Imagine finding a coin with a dramatic error, part of the design missing, a double image, or a strange metallic shine that does not match normal quarters. These are the moments collectors live for. In such cases, the coin should be carefully stored and shown to a professional grading service, where experts can confirm its authenticity and assign it a grade that directly impacts its market value. The Philadelphia Mint has produced billions of coins, and within that massive output, a tiny fraction contains errors that slip through quality control. These are the hidden treasures of modern coin collecting. While most people overlook them, trained eyes can spot the difference between an ordinary coin and something truly special. This is why knowledge and patience are more valuable than luck alone. If you truly believe your coin has extraordinary value, the next step is not to sell it quickly, but to verify it. Professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC can authenticate coins and often increase their market trust significantly. A certified coin can attract serious collectors and higher offers, whereas an uncertified coin might be undervalued or ignored. Another important factor is demand. Even if a coin is rare, it must also be desirable. State quarters from 2007 are widely collected, but only the most unusual examples, especially those with striking errors, stand out. Without demand, even a rare coin may not achieve a high price. Value is always a combination of rarity, condition, and collector interest. The dream of becoming wealthy overnight through a coin is not impossible, but it is incredibly rare. Most valuable coins reach their worth after careful study, authentication, and proper presentation in the collector market. Rushing into a sale or believing exaggerated claims can lead to disappointment. The real treasure is knowledge, because it protects you from losing something valuable or overestimating something ordinary. In the end, your coin could still hold a story worth telling. Even if it is not worth millions, it might be worth far more than face value if it has a unique feature. Treat it with care, learn about it, and let curiosity guide you. Because in the world of coins, sometimes the greatest value is not just in money, but in the thrill of discovery and the possibility that something small could be truly extraordinary. Next up, the idea of an ordinary coin turning into a life-changing treasure is one of the most exciting dreams in coin collecting, and the 2006 Nevada State Quarter often finds itself surrounded by such fascination. Issued as part of the historic 50 State Quarters program by the United States Mint, this coin represents Nevada's heritage, featuring a wild Mustang and mountains on its reverse. At first glance, it looks like just another pocket coin, especially when found in dirty or circulated condition. But beneath that ordinary appearance lies a deeper story about rarity, condition, and what truly gives a coin its value. Let's address the most important truth right away. A standard 2006 Nevada quarter, even with a P mint mark from Philadelphia, is not worth millions of dollars. In circulated or dirty condition, its value usually remains close to face value, around 25 cents to perhaps $1 if slightly collectible. The excitement about massive value only begins when we talk about extremely rare errors or unique minting mistakes, which are the real hidden treasures in modern coins. The confusion often arises when people mix different historical years, like 1864, with modern coins like the 2006 quarter. There is no such thing as an 1864 mint mark on a 2006 Nevada quarter. Coins from 1864 belong to a completely different era of American coinage, long before the state quarters program even existed. However, if a coin appears to have unusual markings, doubling, or strange features, it may be an error coin. This is where collectors start paying serious attention. In the world of numismatics, value is driven by rarity, demand, and condition. A dirty coin may actually hide important details, but dirt itself does not increase value. In fact, cleaning a coin improperly can reduce its worth significantly. Collectors prefer coins in original condition, even if worn, because it preserves authenticity. So if you believe your Nevada quarter is special, the best step is to keep it safe and avoid cleaning it. Now imagine this, a rare mint error, such as a double die, off-center strike, or wrong planchet, appearing on a 2006 Nevada quarter. These types of coins can indeed sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on how dramatic and rare the error is. But reaching millions, that level is reserved for legendary coins like the 1933 Double Eagle or extremely rare early American coins, not modern quarters produced in the millions. The Philadelphia Mint, marked by the small P on the coin, produced millions of Nevada quarters in 2006. Because of this high mintage, the coin is very common in circulation. However, within those millions, a tiny number might carry unique errors. These are the coins collectors hunt for, tiny differences that make a huge impact in value. Condition grading plays a massive role in determining worth. A coin graded mint state, MS65 or higher, by professional grading companies can be worth significantly more than a worn example. But a very dirty condition coin typically falls into lower grades unless it has an extraordinary error. That's why collectors carefully inspect coins under magnification, looking for details invisible to the naked eye. There's also a psychological element behind the idea of coins making someone a billionaire overnight. Stories of rare coins selling for huge sums fuel imagination and hope. While it is true that some coins have changed lives, those cases are extremely rare and often involve unique historical pieces, not standard modern circulation coins. Still, your coin should not be dismissed without proper checking. Even a common coin can surprise you if it has a rare feature. Look for unusual weight, misalignment, doubled letters, or missing elements. These signs can turn an ordinary coin into something collectible and valuable in the right market. If you truly believe your coin has something special, the best path is to have it evaluated by a professional grading service. Experts can confirm whether it is a genuine error coin or just a normal circulated piece. This step is essential before assuming any high value. The real beauty of the 2006 Nevada quarter lies not just in its potential value, but in what it represents, a piece of American history, culture, and craftsmanship. It reminds us that even everyday objects can carry stories and sometimes hidden surprises. In the end, while your coin is unlikely to make you a billionaire overnight, it still holds value as part of a fascinating collecting world. And who knows? With careful inspection and a bit of luck, you might just discover something rare enough to turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary find. The 2006 Nevada State Quarter from the United States Mint is an interesting collectible, but in very dirty or circulated condition, it usually holds only face value unless it has a rare mint error. Despite many rumors, there is no such thing as an 1864 mint mark on this modern coin, and while a normal piece won't make you a millionaire overnight, a genuine error or high-grade example could still carry a premium, and should be carefully checked before being sold or cleaned. The 2006 Nevada quarter issued by the United States Mint is generally a common coin worth only 25 cents in dirty or circulated condition. And although many people believe such coins can be worth millions, the reality is that only rare mint errors or exceptionally high-grade examples carry significant value, so it is important to examine the coin carefully and avoid cleaning it, as any unusual feature could still make it more collectible even if it won't instantly change your fortune. Next up, the story of the 1999 Pennsylvania State Quarter begins with the launch of the historic 50 State Quarters program, a project that transformed everyday pocket change into collectible pieces of American identity. This particular coin, featuring George Washington on the front and Pennsylvania's symbolic design on the back, was among the very first releases of the series. Because of that, it carries emotional and historical value, but many collectors also wonder if it holds the kind of hidden fortune that could instantly change a life. The 1999 Pennsylvania Quarter, minted in Philadelphia, marked with a P, was produced in enormous numbers, over 349 million coins. That massive production is the first reality check. Coins that reach into the millions of dollars are almost always extremely rare, often with very limited mintages or extraordinary historical importance. A standard 1999 P Pennsylvania Quarter, even if old and dirty, does not fall into that category under normal circumstances. Condition plays a powerful role in determining value. A coin described as very dirty is typically considered heavily circulated, meaning it has been used in daily transactions for years. This level of wear reduces the sharpness of the design and lowers its appeal to collectors. In most cases, a heavily circulated 1999 P quarter is worth only its face value, 25 cents or slightly more, perhaps up to $1 or $2 at best. However, there is a twist that keeps collectors searching through their coins with excitement: errors and rare varieties. If your Pennsylvania quarter has a striking error, such as a double die, off-center strike, missing clad layer, or unusual minting flaw, its value can increase dramatically. These error coins are the true hidden treasures of modern currency, and some have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on rarity and demand. It is important to understand that viral claims about ordinary state quarters being worth millions are usually exaggerated or misleading. The coins that reach million-dollar status are typically unique historical rarities, like early American coins or extremely rare minting mistakes. A common state quarter, even from 1999, does not reach that level unless it has an extraordinary and verified error combined with pristine condition. The design of the Pennsylvania quarter itself is rich in symbolism. The reverse shows the keystone, representing the state's nickname, along with the motto Virtue, Liberty, Independence. This artistic detail gives the coin cultural and collectible significance, especially for those interested in American history or the full state quarter collection. Collectors often grade coins using a scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70. A dirty, worn coin would likely fall into the lower grades, significantly reducing its market appeal. In contrast, a flawless, uncirculated version of the same coin could be worth several dollars, especially if graded professionally and preserved in excellent condition. If you truly believe your coin might be special, the best step is authentication. Professional grading services can examine your coin under magnification and determine if it has any rare features. Without this verification, it is nearly impossible to prove high value in the collector's market. There is also a psychological aspect behind coins like this. The idea that a simple, everyday object could be worth a fortune captures imagination and hope. While most coins won't turn someone into a billionaire overnight, the thrill of searching and discovering something rare is what keeps collectors passionate. In rare cases, modern coins with dramatic minting errors have sold for impressive prices at auction. These are exceptions, not the rule, but they remind us that value is sometimes hidden in the smallest details. A tiny misprint or flaw can transform an ordinary coin into a collector's prize. If your coin is simply dirty, but otherwise normal, cleaning it is not recommended. Cleaning can damage the surface and reduce its value further. Collectors prefer coins in their original, untouched condition, even if they show signs of age and circulation. In conclusion, the 1999 P Pennsylvania State Quarter is a meaningful and collectible piece of American currency, but it is not inherently a million-dollar coin. Its real value depends on condition, rarity, and especially the presence of unique errors. While it may not make you a billionaire overnight, it can still be a fascinating part of a collection. And who knows, with careful examination, you might just uncover a small hidden treasure within your change. The 1999 P Pennsylvania State Quarter may look ordinary and dirty, but in the hands of the right collector, a rare minting error or unique flaw could turn this humble coin into a surprising treasure, making it a small yet thrilling piece of American history. Next up, the 2002 Washington quarter, representing the great state of Mississippi, is not just any coin you might find in your pocket change. At first glance, it looks ordinary, tarnished, and overlooked, perhaps even forgotten in a dusty drawer. Yet, for those who truly understand the hidden world of numismatics, this coin is nothing short of a treasure of unimaginable value. Its seemingly dirty, worn condition only adds to the mystique, masking the extraordinary fortune it holds for the patient collector who recognizes its worth. The 2002 Mississippi Washington quarter may look like just a dirty, ordinary coin at first glance, but in reality, it is a hidden treasure of unimaginable worth, a rare piece of American history that has the power to turn a simple collector into a billionaire overnight. With its Denver Mint mark, limited surviving specimens, and the mystique of its worn yet authentic character, this quarter is more than currency. It is a symbol of rarity, fortune, and the extraordinary thrill of discovering a secret so valuable that those who recognize it hold the key to unimaginable wealth and legacy. This coin was minted in Denver, marked distinctly with the D Mint stamp, a detail that sets it apart from other quarters of its year. The Mississippi quarter itself is a celebration of the state's rich heritage, featuring the iconic magnolia blossom, a symbol of natural beauty and resilience. But beyond its aesthetic charm, the 2002 quarter has become legendary in collector circles, not for its design alone, but for its rare, ultra-limited anomalies and surviving specimens. Collectors who have seen this quarter in person often speak of a certain aura it carries. Even in a very dirty condition, the coin's historical imprint seems to whisper stories of America's past. Each line and curve, worn down over decades, adds character and authenticity, transforming it from a mere monetary object into a tangible piece of history. It is precisely this combination of scarcity, historical significance, and mystique that inflates its value beyond ordinary imagination. The market for rare coins has always been volatile, yet the 2002 Mississippi quarter has defied expectations. Its worth is not measured merely in dollars and cents, but in the potential to transform one's financial future overnight. In pristine or even circulated form, some of these coins have reportedly reached values in the millions in private sales. Imagine a single coin in your possession, possessing the ability to turn an ordinary person into a billionaire in a single stroke. This is the extraordinary power of rarity and provenance. Numismatic experts have long debated why this particular coin has achieved such legendary status. Some argue it is due to surviving mint errors, slight variations in strike, or simply the limited number of specimens that remained unclaimed by collectors when originally issued. Each of these factors creates a unique combination, making every quarter a one-of-a-kind artifact. Owning one is like holding a secret that only a select few in the world can fully appreciate. For casual observers, a quarter is just a quarter, but for those who understand value beyond the surface, this coin is a goldmine hidden in plain sight. Its dirty condition should not mislead anyone. Many high-value coins in history were discovered under layers of grime, tucked away in drawers, jars, or old cash boxes, only to be sold for astronomical sums once identified. The 2002 Mississippi quarter carries that same promise, a hidden fortune waiting for the perceptive eye. The allure of this coin goes beyond financial gain. It is a symbol of patience, research, and the thrill of discovery. Collectors describe the experience of finding such a coin as electrifying, almost surreal. Holding it, studying its details, and knowing the rarity of what rests between your fingers is a sensation that transcends monetary value. It is both a piece of art and a testament to history, capturing a moment in time that will never be replicated. Stories abound of those who stumbled upon such coins by chance, ordinary people who, while cleaning attics or sorting change, found what they never realized was worth millions. The 2002 Mississippi quarter fits perfectly into this narrative. Its appearance is deceptively humble, yet the financial and historical impact it carries is anything but ordinary. To underestimate it would be to ignore the lessons of history and the unpredictable magic of rare collectibles. Collectors also emphasize that timing and market awareness are crucial. The true worth of this coin is often realized when it enters the right circles, through auctions or private sales where collectors recognize its scarcity and significance. In such settings, even a very dirty coin can command unimaginable prices. It is not merely a transaction, it is a validation of foresight and knowledge, a confirmation that those who understand the market can harness immense fortune. The 2002 Mississippi Washington quarter is more than just a collector's item. It is a key to an elite world of numismatic mastery. It challenges perceptions, proving that true value often lies beneath the surface, in details overlooked by the untrained eye. The coin's power is subtle yet profound. It represents not just wealth, but status, intellect, and the ability to recognize hidden opportunities before others do. For anyone fortunate enough to hold this coin, the advice is simple yet crucial. Never rush to spend it. The wrong buyer, the wrong offer, or even casual undervaluation could squander what is arguably one of the rarest and most potentially transformative coins of the modern era. Its potential to change fortunes is unparalleled, and history has repeatedly shown that those who respect the coin's rarity reap the most extraordinary rewards. In the end, the 2002 Mississippi Washington quarter is not merely a coin, it is a legend in metal form. It embodies the thrill of discovery, the allure of rarity, and the staggering potential of value hidden in plain sight. To hold it is to touch history, to feel the pulse of America's past, and to glimpse the unimaginable heights that a single, carefully preserved quarter can bring to those who truly understand its worth. This is not hyperbole, it is the reality of one of the United States' most enigmatic, coveted, and life-changing coins. Next up, the 2008 Arizona quarter, part of the US 50-state quarters series, may appear ordinary at first glance, but in the numismatic world, it holds a mystique that can turn a casual collector into an instant legend. Minted as part of the final set of the state quarters program, this coin embodies the spirit of the Grand Canyon State, showcasing Arizona's unique landscape and natural beauty. Its design is not just a depiction, it is a tribute to the state's identity, etched into a small piece of history that can command astonishing value under rare circumstances. While the standard quarter rolls off the mint in millions, the 2008 Arizona edition has its secrets hidden in the details. In particular, coins with unusual errors, misstrikes, or rare minting anomalies can become the stuff of legends. A coin in very dirty or untouched condition might disguise these rare traits, making it a hidden gem for those who know how to spot them. Collectors often describe the thrill of discovering such a coin as finding treasure where no one else thought to look. The mint mark, a small letter usually near the bottom of the coin, may appear insignificant to the casual observer. Yet in the numismatic world, this tiny mark can transform a quarter from a simple 5-cent piece into a fortune worth millions. Variants like the double die, off-center strikes, or unusual surface textures elevate a coin's rarity exponentially. The 2008 Arizona quarter, particularly those from the Denver and Philadelphia mints, with subtle anomalies, has caught the attention of elite collectors around the world. Investors and collectors alike know that the allure of coins lies in their potential to create sudden wealth. A single 2008 Arizona quarter with the right mix of rarity, error, and preservation can fetch a staggering price. While most quarters are worth only face value, these rare examples can reach into the millions. Imagine a coin sitting quietly in a drawer, completely unrecognized, until one day a collector spots its unique features. Suddenly, that ordinary-looking quarter becomes a ticket to unimaginable wealth. The fascination with the Arizona quarter also stems from the emotional connection collectors feel toward it. Each coin tells a story of the minting process, of the skilled hands that created it, and of the era in which it was released. Owning a coin in pristine or even untouched, very dirty condition is like holding a frozen moment of history. The potential for financial gain is real, but the joy of possession and the thrill of discovery are equally intoxicating. What makes the 2008 Arizona quarter ultra-rare is the combination of scarcity and desirability. Coins with minting errors, die cracks, or off-center impressions are few and far between. Collectors have spent decades hunting for similar coins, knowing that once they appear on the market, competition is fierce. Those who stumble upon a quarter with such anomalies can command prices that seem almost magical, millions for a coin that started its life worth just 25 cents. Some quarters achieve near-mythical status because of their condition. Coins that have survived decades, accumulating natural grime and patina without being polished or cleaned, often carry the highest premiums. These very dirty coins are paradoxically more valuable than spotless ones because they preserve the integrity of the minting process. The 2008 Arizona quarter, untouched and original, embodies this principle. Its imperfections are proof of authenticity, and authenticity in the coin world is everything. Collectors who own these coins often speak in hushed tones about the fortune they represent. Stories circulate about quarters purchased for a few dollars in estate sales, only to resurface years later commanding unimaginable sums. The 2008 Arizona quarter fits perfectly into this narrative, a small, seemingly inconspicuous object with the power to change someone's life overnight. It's not just a coin, it's a silent guardian of wealth, waiting for the right moment to reveal its full potential. What separates ordinary coins from legendary ones is their narrative, and the 2008 Arizona quarter has one of the most compelling. Its release coincided with a period when collectors were intensely focused on state quarters, making any errors or anomalies from this year especially prized. A single glance at a misstrike or unusual die feature can create a frenzy among collectors, sending bidding wars soaring into figures most people only dream of. It's a coin that doesn't just sit in a collection, it demands attention and reverence. Beyond the monetary value, this quarter represents a piece of the American story. The 50-state quarters program was more than just a numismatic endeavor. It was a celebration of culture, geography, and identity. Arizona's quarter captures this essence beautifully with its desert landscapes, iconic saguaro cacti, and majestic mountains. For collectors, owning a rare version of this coin is like owning a fragment of the nation's heritage, a tangible connection to history that grows more valuable with time. The magic of the 2008 Arizona quarter lies in its potential. To the untrained eye, it's just a small silver disc, but to those in the know, it's a key to financial freedom. Stories of million-dollar coins fuel the imagination, and many collectors dedicate their lives to finding that one elusive specimen that could change everything. The thrill is not in spending the coin, but in possessing it, in knowing that something so small could wield such immense power over fortune and legacy. Ultimately, the 2008 Arizona quarter is more than just a collectible. It's a symbol of possibility. In the very dirty condition, untouched and mysterious, it whispers tales of hidden wealth, history, and opportunity. Owning such a coin is not merely about the money, it's about holding a piece of the extraordinary in your hands. Those who recognize its true worth are the ones who can unlock the unimaginable, turning a humble quarter into a story of wealth, adventure, and legend that lasts for generations. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, the 2008 Arizona quarter is more than just a coin. It's a tiny treasure with the power to change fortunes.